day. Today is July 19th. There's 10 days until my girlfriend comes back home. Today is going to be my back, biceps, and abs main focus on the gym. Now it's like sunny and it's quite beautiful, it's quite hot, but we are having an alert that there's like somewhat of a hurricane, like a really strong storm reaching. It already rained today in the morning, and it was like one of those very short but strong type of rains. And at any moment there could be a torment, I guess. But still need to go to the gym. Not made of sugar, so I can be wet, preferably on my return from the gym, not while I'm going, because I don't want to like use the machines and stuff at the gym while I'm soaked and wet. Also today I was planning on going out for a walk with a friend of mine, and he was going to help me taking a couple of shots. I am trying to study, not a lot, but somewhat, of cinematography and storytelling. I know that in a vlog or in a video that is laid back as this one, there's not much reason for me to film like very pretty shots where everything is like put together. There's a thought behind everything, and also there's no need for me to, like, on a daily vlog, write a story down. But even like that, I always saw myself as someone that was making a film out of his life, and there's like a bare minimum of quality, of like image quality, that I want to have on my videos. And by image quality, I'm not only saying like, oh, it's 4K and there's color grading, but also like the shots are beautiful. They are like a portrait to some extent. I know that this one right now is not one of those, but kind of a Casey Neistat, but more thoughtful on the shots. Not like that, because if you watch a Casey Neistat breakdown video of his videos, you see how much he's thinking about every single shot. And even though he's thinking a lot, he does it on the go. And if he needs to like try 50,000 times before the shot comes out right, he will be doing that. But still, I think that Casey's videos don't have that cinematography look, and I don't mean that, and I don't want to be mean when I say that. Of course, who am I to be talking about how good quality Casey Neistat videos are? One thing that Casey does hate is handheld shots, like the one I'm doing right now, but I just want to change a little bit of my scenery. What I'm trying to say is that Casey's, like, the image of the video does not look like a movie. And I'm not a huge movie guy or anything like that. So again, who am I to be speaking on the work of somebody else that's way more talented than me and way more experienced than me? But again, I'm not trying to be mean. I just want to like make sure that I'm communicating the type of image that I want to be recording of my life on the channel. I want to have like those close shots that show detail, even from my skin or from the objects that I'm interacting. I want to have the open shots where I show the scenery that I'm in. I want to have the middle spot shots, and that for everything. Now, before going to the gym, I just wanted to talk a little about what I'm doing throughout the rest of the day. I did not finish Persona 5. Even though my girlfriend's notebook is really good, it makes like a lot of fan noises when I'm playing. And I know that I'm just going to sit there and play the last section of the game. So I'm going to wait until I go back home, which probably is later today, for me to play and finish it. But also, I'm watching my first ever dorama by myself. I'm watching Itaewon Class. A friend of mine told me that it is one of his favorites, but he watched it only because of the manhwa, which is a Korean manga, and normally they are made for phones. They are colored. not like the Japanese mangas that are like black and white and they are made to be read as a book, not made for cell phones. I am on the third episode. It's not the greatest I ever watched, but I just wanted to talk a little about. I really do love doramas. I never watched one before I started dating my girlfriend. She got me into it. At first, it was kind of weird. There were some weird things that I was not used to, but I watched anime ever since I was very, very little. So I was kind of used to to see weird things from, different cultures, and being able like not to judge it or just accept it as the things are like that. The people over there enjoyed those types of humor and stuff. So yeah, I'm watching Dorama, probably going to update you guys on that. And yeah, there's a lot of other things that I'm thinking about. There's one social link that's really cool in Persona 3, which is the dying young man social link. It is a guy that basically is dying and he's trying to find his purpose on life. And I think the Persona does a really good job showing what I already thought about life, because I think life is about two main things. It's about the people you're with, the people that you interact with, the people that you impact. Of course, like if you love sports, if you love video games, if you love traveling, all of the things that you probably like, you are probably interacting with other people. And even if it's not directly with other people, me for myself, I love Final Fantasy, which is a single player game. I am interacting with other people indirectly because that's the art built from other people's heart and mind. And this dying young man in Persona 3, he, like resuming, of course, his final resolution of life, finding purpose of life, is that probably, at least my take on it, is that sometimes, even though you might not find a purpose for your life while you are here, maybe that the people that will still be here after you go will find meaning in your life for you, even though they don't end up noticing that. And I think that's really cool, and that's one of the reasons why I like to record those videos, because I really do feel like I really do think that one day I'll be gone, or in a couple of years I'll not be young anymore. Who knows what might happen? And this way, recording videos, sharing my thoughts, someone will always be able to like see my face, hear my voice. Maybe they'll feel better. Maybe they'll feel worse. I don't know. It's not what I'm trying to do, but I'm not perfect. Maybe at some point I'll say something that will not make someone happy. But you're only able to feel something if you are alive, and getting negative emotions are also a part of being alive. Of course, I don't want to be someone who interacts a lot with negative energy and shit, but yeah, I just imagine, of course, I want to live until I'm old. I want to be with my family and my girlfriend for a long, long time, but one day I'll be gone, and videos like this one will never ever get old. They might vanish, YouTube could explode, but even people like thousands of years ago didn't know if their books, their writings would still be here. And we are talking about people that lived on this earth thousands of years ago, because their lives might not have been as impactful back in the day, but today they are so impactful. We are still talking about their names and what they did for the world. Of course, I don't want or even think I will be as important as those historical figures I'm talking about, but sometimes just for my family, maybe son, or distant parents or whatever. Maybe someone who actually knew me and misses me will be able to see this. Damn, that's kind of a bad mood that I just got. I need to go to the gym. I'll be going to the gym right now. See you. Well, I did go to the gym today, and it was not the best of ideas. As I said, I'm not of sugar, but I did take me a little shower of rain on the way home. And out of all of the days that I've worked out on this year, and especially since I started this little challenge of mine, this one was the worst. I don't feel like I did a good performance. I was feeling weak and kind of anxious because of my heart. Now, I am going to do a couple of, heart checkups and exams this week. And probably there's nothing wrong. I've always been like very, very healthy. But my dad did have problems with his heart like a decade ago or so. And, Ganley did die because of a heart disease, of course, caused or accelerated by the steroids that he was taking. And of course, I am 100% natural. So there's nothing for me to like be scared about. But still, sometimes I'm working out and I do feel my heart getting, more noticeable and beating a little bit faster. Even when I am just walking on the treadmill, even when I'm walking on the treadmill, I still sometimes feel like my heart is beating too fast. And it's not that fast, it's like 120, maybe 130 beats per minute. But it gets me a little suspicious. And because I get a little bit suspicious, I start getting like focused a lot on that. And I think that was one of the reasons why I didn't perform as well today. It was a back and biceps day. Not the best, but of course, a million times better than not going to the gym at all. And it's a part of the journey. Not every day is going to be as best as the last one. And what's important is that you go harder than last time, but you need to have but you need to hear your body. Sometimes you are not going to be able to give it your best, and that's okay, because giving something is better than not doing anything at all. So yeah, going to the shower, and I don't know what I'm going to do right now.